What the hell is going on in Southern California? I don't know. Hello, adventurers. What have you been up to today? Shaking? Maybe running from the fires? Uh, Sweating? Oh, this is so hot here. And now freezing. Okay, this is just the weirdest stuff that's going on here. I don't understand it. That's the only thing I know that does shaking is my cat when he has a seizure. Water. Water. Yum. I can talk to you here for a little bit. I'm waiting for either a person to show up and buy my submarine, which is a really cool submarine. It's a model and it's a music box. Now, isn't that cool? It's a $20 model and I'm selling it for $10 today because none of you people want to buy it except one guy if he shows up. Anyways, let's see, what does this say? Oh, it says I am live on YouTube. All right, you guys saw it. I know I'm live. I don't need to know that I'm live. I don't know who she is. I can clear all that. Earthquake detection. Yes. So, Southern California, Malibu, or close to Thousand Oaks. I have a friend who lives in Thousand Oaks. I hope she's okay. I'm sure she is. She's always rocking and rolling anyways. She's a cool spirit. Let's just say that. You know who you are. So there we had an earthquake this morning at 7:30 in the morning, and I, the man who is afraid of earthquakes, didn't feel it. You know why? I was fast asleep. Sleeping. Although, Pinches Gato, the orange one, where is that? Let's turn the wrong way. The orange cat came in and he was up on the bed and he was moving around, meow, 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 like crazy meow, constantly meowing. And it's like, what are you waking me up for? And my wife, whoa, what's going on? You're not getting treats again. I just gave you treats, whatever. She gives him treats all the time, Mrs. Adventures does. And you would think he'd be a blob, like, because he's constantly eating treats. But he's not because he runs it off. He exercises, unlike his cat daddy, whatever you want to call me, who weighs 200 pounds. Anyways, so he woke us up maybe like, I don't know, 2 minutes after the earthquake happened, I guess. It was about 7:30 in the morning. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting up. Well, let's take a look at my messages and see what's going on. Okay, wow, there's a lot of Facebook messages. Why? Why are there so many Facebook messages? Click. Earthquake? I didn't feel an earthquake. I wonder where it was at. Southern, and it was in the Ontario section. So, did you feel that earthquake? I'm like, nope. And I'm on the second floor. Believe me, if there's an earthquake, this place is gonna rock and roll and shake up and down, and I would have felt it. No, didn't feel it. Nothing on this side. But from what I heard, people said it was a rolling earthquake. A very slow rolling. No, I'm not doing Hawaiian dancing. Ooh, no, they said it was a rolling earthquake, and I don't know. I wasn't awake. So I didn't get to feel it, which I'm very glad because I hate earthquakes. Worse than fires. Yes, I'm surrounded by 3 fires. Yes, 3 fires. We have the main one that was big worry, which I made a whole story on. I told you guys about it. I didn't know the name of it at the time, but I found out it was called the Bridge Fire. And that one, it got really close to coming down the mountain and destroying my brother's house, which was at the bottom of the mountain at the foothills. And that one, it luckily went the other way. It came down, burned, and no, I think I'm going to burn up here in Mount Baldy. It's not worth my time. I'm just going to burn up and over the mountain. I'm going to go to Phelan and burn everything down. And now that fire is burning in Phelan, or on its way to Phelan, and that's bad because it's the biggest forest fire in Southern California. I'd like to know who started it. Was it lightning? Or was it a human? Did a plane crash or something? I mean, what started this fire? It started on Glendora Ridge Road. Now, I've been up there with my friend when I was in high school, 40 something years ago. And there's not really many trees on that road. It's more of like, hey, Devin, how's it going? Welcome to my live chat on what the hell is going on in Southern California. Did you like my face on that picture? I was talking about, I guess you guys had an earthquake today. I say you guys because I didn't feel it. I was whatever until my cat came and woke me up. So yeah, it was. I didn't feel the earthquake. I guess it was a reported as a 5.1. Hang on a second. There we go. Get out of the way. Here, I'm trying to send a message and it wouldn't let me. All right. So like I was telling people, I didn't feel it, which I'm glad because I hate earthquakes, as you know. And then of course there's the fires. This week it's just been this past week was it started out horrible. Heat. 118 no 116 here in Ontario. That's the hottest I've ever felt it here. Now I used to work in Corona, and once you got over that Santa Ana River, it got hot. I mean, you take the 15 freeway and you drive, oh, nice and cool, cross over the Santa Ana River. Fuck, it's hot out here. Why is it so hot and sticky? Whew, and that's the way it felt here. I'm like, wow, it's hot. Um, so we had heat to deal with. And then some idiot, a hole, has to go and start a fire. I'm glad they caught him. I'm glad he's rotting in jail now. Bastard. Anyways, that fire is still burning. What is it? The line fire. So that fire is burning out that way. Hey, Wolfman Sanchez, how's it going? Are you hanging in there or are you shaking? I mean, I don't know. Where do you guys live? I live in Ontario, California. Did not feel the earthquake this morning. I was sleeping. Got to bed late. Being surrounded by fires. I'm like right in the middle of the fires. You go, how could I do it? Well, I'm gonna make a diagram here real quick. All right, let's see here. Here's the mountain range. You can't even see it. It's not there anymore, but it's like this, and then it goes like this, and there's that Cucamonga Peak, and it goes down to other mountains that are over here, where Big Bear. We'll put BB for Big Bear. It's a B, not a P. And this is Line Fire. All right, and then over here you got another mountain right here, and back here is Mount Baldy. So I'll put Mount Baldy. My place is here, Ontario. I'll put an airplane for the airport. Okay, that's a good enough thing as for airport there. And then down here, you have the Orange County fire. 7.4 earthquake hit Malibu, Los Angeles, California. Yeah, I was sleeping. I'm only 30 miles, no, I'm about 40 miles from there. And I would have felt it if I was awake because I'm on the second floor of an antique house renting a room. What do you guys call that fire down there in Orange County? Airport fire. That makes sense because I got an airplane drawn right there. Okay, so we'll put airport fire. And we'll put Disneyland over here so you guys know where that is, right? Mickey Mouse, make a loop here, come up there. There, it's actually California Adventures, what I drew. There we go. Okay, so there's where I am. I'm in this dot here, right there. And you got a fire. Oh, I didn't even put it in. Let me put it in. Bridge fire. There. All right. This is what's been going on. I'm here. Jets fly over all the time because they're coming from Ontario Airport. They're constantly flying this way. Anyway, oh, I forgot one other thing. This is my great drawing here. Heat. All right, there. Now I'm done with the drawing. So, we first start out with heat. Everything was just 118 here. Horrible. No, now I'm exaggerating. 116. We aren't out in the low desert. We're in the city, and it's 116 degrees outside. And I deliver food, and there's no way I'm delivering food at that temperature because I will faint. And plus, the meds I'm on for diabetes will not allow me to be in the sun that long. So I don't want to deal with that. So you have the line fire burning. That was the first one to start. And then that was some a-hole who started that fire. Then all of a sudden this fire started, and I don't even know what started it on Sunday. We still don't know. And it's burned its way up through Mount Baldy and over the hill and on its way down toward Phelan now. And destroyed the ski resort up there. Not Baldy's, but the other one. I don't know. I don't go skiing. I can't think of the name of it. I always see the commercial on TV when it's winter time. Oh, here's Disneyland over here. I'm looking at this backwards. And then, of course, and then you have the Ortega fire, or whatever you want to call this one, the airport fire, which started over by Disneyland on that side, or whatever. and it's worked its way up over the hill, and it's come down into the Riverside area and Temecula area with brain's not working. See, I'm just all tired out. Anyways, Lake Elsinore. So it's burned houses there, and that's all bad. So these are just the first things that have been happening in a week. Then there's this morning. I don't know. I don't know how bad it was. Was it bad, Wolfman? I wasn't there. I was sleeping. So if it was bad, I didn't feel it. Now, we had an earthquake in Ontario, too, just last week, 5 days ago. How do I know 5 days ago? On my earthquake app, it shows it as 5 days ago. And so we had an earthquake, and it was loud, and it shook. Oh, it seemed like it shook forever, but it only lasted 3 seconds. 3 seconds of living hell. I hate earthquakes. And especially when my next door neighbor tells me, well, here, let me send you this. And she sends me a thing about when earthquakes happen, and if you have no desk to go under, which I have nothing to go under, I can go under my train board. I can't. I got tons of crap under it. There's nowhere to hide, so get into a gap between your bed and the wall, and don't go into the staircase. We're on the second floor of an antique house. I'm going to show you what I have for stairs. If you guys can see it, hang on. Whoop. See those stairs down there? That's how we get out of here if there's an earthquake. Now, the house has its own set of stairs. Okay, you see the, I can't hold the camera straight. Which way is it? That way? There we go. See that door right there? That leads to the middle staircase. Yeah, that'd be great if I could get out that way. But you gotta get the cat tower out of the way. I got a ton of clothes over here. We're supposed to have an inspection. So I had to move all the clothes away from the door. So that would be an exit if we had to go through it. My landlord said, you've got to have that door open, and I just got to be able to walk right through. Okay, you're going to put in a laundromat so I can wash my clothes? No, I don't have that kind of money. I can't do that. I'll get trouble with the government. So I have a pile of clothes over here in bags that need to be washed. Anyways, that's stress. So that inspection's coming up on the 18th. I got to leave that door open. So I want to just walk right through it and show them how to clean it and make sure that you can get to all your outlets and things. Well, that's not going to happen. I'm going to give you a little view of what this mess looks like. That's a table. A train table. It's actually, come on, the wire doesn't want to go down. It's Disneyland, the railroad. Anyways, it's also a mess. It's been way too hot to work on it, so I just didn't work on it this year. All right, so we have earthquakes. We have fires that are burning. You guys have earthquakes this morning. I hope you guys are okay. I heard some boulders and stuff came down on to the highway in Malibu. Right there by the tunnel, the Paiute or something street. I have a friend who lives in Thousand Oaks. It shows on the app that it happened in Thousand Oaks. I don't know. You've had some aftershocks. We have fires burning. We had heat. And now we're going to have rain. You know what they're going to say next? Oh, Rain. Hey, theme parks, how's it going? Um, I'm talking about all the disaster stuff that's going on this past week and what's coming. Is raining there? Where are you at? I keep forgetting where you're at. Um, the rain's coming here. Well, they had all these fires, and forest fires have burned everything down. Guess what? We're going to have flooding or mudslides. I mean, hopefully they're not going to come to Ontario. I don't know. But everyone above is going to be evacuated, and that's not going to be good. Oh, you're in Canada. That's right. When I see theme parks, I think you're here in California. I'm sorry. You're Alberta. That's on East Coast? I don't know my uh, directions well. Are you in the East Coast, the middle, or are you out here by us, like above? Well, next to Alaska or whatever. Must be near Idaho. West. Yeah, the only place I know the theme parks are like Ohio, Idaho, stuff like that. I don't get up to that area. I never leave Southern California. I'm stuck here. Why? Because I have anxiety issues and I can't drive. Will not fly on a plane. Thanks to the terrorists of 9/11, I have not been on a plane since. And I probably never will fly again because of them. I I don't want to be blown into a building. I don't trust them. I don't know if they say it's all safe, but Callaway Park sounds like New York. I don't know. Um, I would look it up right now, but I can't do that. I'm waiting for a phone call, and I'm waiting to sell a cool model laser cut music box submarine model. I have it up on Facebook and Marketplace, and I put it up for $15, even though it's worth $20. Theme park, more like Knott's Berry Farm. That sounds like Ohio. My Mrs. Adventures was from Ohio, and she said that they would go to the well, not theme park, but amusement park, and ride the rides up there. Now, one of my favorite rides got moved from Knott's Berry Farm to Idaho, and it lives there now. The Corkscrew. I'm not sure what they call it now, but that was my favorite ride. I mean, I love that loop. That was my first roller coaster that had a loop. When we were kids, my dad would take us on little kiddie coasters and stuff up in Lake Tahoe. But my brothers, you know how brothers are. Hey, you're old enough. You need to ride a loop coaster. No, you're not getting me on no fucking no way. I'm not going on no roller coaster. You didn't hear that F word. Oh yeah, you need to ride the newest one that they just built. Hell, this is how long ago it was. They just built this one called Montezuma's Revenge, 1979. No, 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 no. I'm not. No, no. You guys aren't getting me on that. That thing goes backwards through a loop. I'm not doing that. Oh, come on. We'll start you out easy. Oh, come on. Let's go ride this one here. It's not even a loop. It's more of a barrel roll. Um, I don't know. Oh, come on. It's an easy ride. You just go up, you come down, you go through another hill, it comes down, you go through these barrel rolls, and then you come back and you're in the station. You won't even feel it. Okay, so they pushed me with anxiety all the way through the line, summertime at Knott's Berry Farm, and I'm watching people screaming on the other ride, which is no, not Supreme Scream. That wasn't even invented yet. We're talking, oh, my camera's not straight, sorry. We're talking parachute jumps. 20 stories in the air in a gated cage looking down, going, oh, fuck, I don't want to die. Now, they had me go up on that. And I said, you can do that. You can do this. I don't know. They got me there, right to the thing. Okay, you and me and another brother will ride in the back. Okay, I get in. And they go, okay, you're, and I wasn't fat. I didn't weigh 200 pounds then. I weighed like 105. Hey, El Paso, how's it going? Talking roller coasters with theme parks and more. So I got on that, the corkscrew, because at the time that area was called the Roaring Twenties, and that's why they called it the corkscrew. And it was red, white, and blue. That was really cool. And rode it. And it was, I loved it. It was the best ride ever. I'm like, oh my God, that felt great. You love it. You love it. That's great. Come on, let's go to the other one. What? Wait, where are we going? We're going to go ride the other one. What other one? I don't know. I just rode this one. That's okay. You can do Montezuma's Revenge now. No, that goes backwards through the loop. I'm not going backwards. No. There's a reason they call it Montezuma's Revenge. I don't even know what the word means, but I'm not doing it. At the time, I didn't know the word. You can do it. Okay, well, you got me in the mood. Let's try it. Oh my God. I'm sitting in the seat and it breaks down. I'm like, oh, I can get out of the ride. Yay. No, we got it fixed. You're back online and we're going to have you going here in a minute. Where do they have me sitting? Front seat. All I see ahead of me is this line. And then, of course, another line. You can't even see the loop. It's just, it looks like this. And it's like, I can't do this. I gotta get the hell out of here. How do you get out of this? I gotta get out of this. This is anxiety talking. Only I'm not giving you guys the F words and the shit words and all those kind of words because I'm not supposed to cuss on here, right? And I'm going, get me. How do you get out of here? You're just gonna ride the ride. Here it goes. Beep, beep, beep. Through the loop. At the top. Heart's going, right? Okay. Oh shit, we're gonna fly off the track. Oh, we're going backwards through it. Backwards through the loop. Go through the station. Oh no, looking straight down. What, we're gonna go through it twice? Holy crap. I love it. This is the best ride ever. That's better than the corkscrew. Okay, I still love the corkscrew. Don't get me wrong. That is still the best ride. 2 years later, Knott's comes out with a ride called Windjammer. I'm like, oh, what's this one? 2 roller coasters doing this kind of stuff all through, right? They race against each other. Worst roller coaster ever. Oh, it made people sick and dizzy, and I think I rode it once. Then they built that monstrous wooden roller coaster, and what was it? What's it called? You know what it is? Theme parks. Is it Ghost Rider? And my brothers are going riding it. They're riding it, and they go, "You gotta go on it." No, we're gonna go on with this bullshit again. That doesn't have any loops. That doesn't even have the bar that comes over you. I no. I have a scoliosis. I don't need that problem. You can ride it. No, I can't ride it. You guys ever seen Malcolm in the Middle? We binge watched 7 years worth of it. I must be Malcolm. Oh, not Malcolm. I must be I can't even think of the stupid kid's name. The younger one. Oh no, they don't punch me in the stomach, but they throw me on roller coasters. Okay. They talk me into it. They get me all psyched up. Take your medicine. Let's go ride the ride. Well, let me go use the bathroom. I'm gonna have some diarrhea, major diarrhea. Oh no, you're not. Don't even think about it. Yeah, right. My sister-in-law and my brother ride the ride, and then they talk me into going. I said, I'm not riding it by myself. Okay, well, who do you want to ride with? Robin or me? And he's thinking I'm going to say my sister-in-law. I go, with you, of course. Oh shit, I don't want to ride it again. What? I'm not going on it if you're not going to go on it. All right, well, we'll sit in the middle. The middle of what? The middle seats? Or are you going to put me on the edges? No, no, no. In the middle of the roller coaster. So what? There's like 7 cars, I guess. So I'm in the 5th car or the 4th car. You go into a casino, well, win some money for me too, okay? You must have turned 21. What's the name of the casino you're going to? And better yet, El Paso? Record it and put it on YouTube like I do. I do the Indian casinos. I'll get into that in a minute. Have fun. All right. That's why he's been disappearing. He's been going and gambling. S word's nothing. You should hear the F word. Anyway, so I'm getting fainting, and I say, nope, I can't do this right. No, I'm fainting, and I'm using the F word every 2 seconds. Kids are looking at me, and park officials are going, you don't say that word here. I'm like, I can't do this right, and I get off. I get out of the line. It's like Space Mountain. I can't do Space Mountain. Yes, I like the ride. Yeah, hair or something in my mouth. Gross. And I do it. I say, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just get it over with. So I never have to do it again. We're going up the hill, climb hill, right? It looks okay. We're getting up pretty high. People are starting to shrink down as little tiny people. I mean, it's not that high of a roller coaster. What is it? Maybe 4 stories high? Okay. People are looking a lot smaller. HO scale. I wish I wouldn't have gotten on this ride. And my brother's like, hey, hang on, dude. We're going to have fun now. Yeah. That ride scared the living crap out of me. And no more wooden roller coasters, not for me. Don't do those. And I rode it once, and that was enough. Once is enough. Now we go to Disneyland. My friend talks me into, since he bought me a pass, he says, look, I'm going to buy a pass for the new park, California Adventure. Well, I've already been on the ride. What ride do you think I'm talking about? I don't know, the water ride? No, I'm talking about the roller coaster. Another loop. Let me tell you, that's the best ride. At least it was. I don't know. I haven't been on it since they've changed it. But it's smooth. You go through that takeoff. You're doing what, 70 miles an hour? Up that hill, down, up, down, through the little whoop-de-doos. And then up another hill, and you drop into the loop. That loop is nothing compared to Montezuma's Revenge. Nothing compared to Corkscrew. It's so smooth. It's just. And I'm like, wow, I like this ride. We rode it at nighttime in the rain. So that's my adventures in roller coasters. I get myself dizzy thinking about all that. It's either that or we're having an aftershock and I'm dizzy from that. No, not an aftershock. So the reason I was having this little chat thing was because of the, you know what, I need to check Facebook real quick. Hang on. I don't know when this guy's going to want to pick up the model. I don't dare give out my... What? Wait a minute. And the negativeness keeps going. Read this. That's my friend's. That's his cat. What happened? Alfie sadly passed away yesterday morning. I hold myself responsible as I was unable to find him a new home. He has music for him. If you ever adopt a cat, please plan ahead for all possible scenarios, as I did not. That's his cat. Was his cat. It doesn't. Oh, okay. I'm going to reply to him. Limit the amount of Google cat. I'm not putting up any photos. His cat had never been around catnip, and we brought him some catnip because my friend had to go to Texas to take care of his dad, or he went there for Thanksgiving. That's what it was, and he asked us to watch over the cat. So we went over there and fed him and cleaned up cat crap and stuff like that. And we brought him some toys and some catnip. Oh my God, the cat loved. He didn't even know what it was. Hello, Nicole. Sad news. Um, Hang on, just a second. All right, let's see. Never had before. So we bought a bag of catnip for the cat, and we gave it to him, and he freaked out. Yeah, you know how cats get when they get around catnip. He didn't know what it was at first, and he's like, no, I'm not. And he was afraid of us because he'd never been around humans besides his owner, and so we left him a little bit, put a little on the ground next to his hiding area, and we took the rest. He must have been watching us because I took it and I closed it up tight and I put it in a drawer and closed the drawer. And then we locked up the house and we left because we were taking care of his cat. And then he came home and he said, "What did you guys do?" I'm like, "What did we do? What? The whole house is a mess. And my cat's so mellow." What? He had actually opened the door to the drawer the catnip was in. He must have snipped it out, and he had shredded it up, and he had it everywhere. He said that when he came home there was like this powder all over the place, and we had gotten him, I don't know, like a baggie full of it, and he went berserk. So that's just my story I put up for him. Sorry that his cat passed away. I know how I passed away, but I don't think Alan knows that I know. So, yeah. Here's what his cat looked like. Not a good cat to have around Halloween because of all the bad things that happened to him. My brother had a black cat, and they named him after me, of all things, Mitchell. Well, Mitchell was found on Halloween, not found on Halloween, and the next day they found him on the front grass. Somebody had sliced him right down the middle and spread him out like this with a stake through his heart. Who does this crap? People are nuts. So don't get a black cat if you can help it. Or if you are going to get a black cat, take care of them and keep them inside the house where it doesn't get out. I mean, come here, you. I have this dead cat right here. Right? This is Lily Bell. She's named after the train and Walt Disney's wife. Right, Lily? So that's another bad thing that's happened this week. I mean, earthquakes, yeah, you can't do much about those. Fires, you can prepare for those, I guess. Heat, well, you can't do much about that. And cats, well, he wrote what he said about that. You can read it earlier in the thing, or you can hear me read it. But here, go on. There we go. Good kitty cat. Right? And you're going to come to the back of my chair. I knew you were. So now she's going to sit up here, which it's not stable because I have a towel on the back of my chair. Right? Am I right? Huh? All right. Yes, it's very unspeakable what happened to my brother's cat. And my niece's cat. That's what it was. She got a little black cat, and that's what happened to it. And then she got another cat, a gray cat, a Russian blue or something like that. That cat was terror. Wanted to shred you down. And so they gave her to me and my wife, because they know that my wife loves cats. We couldn't handle her. She was a terrorist. She'd bite through your fingers and bite you in the ankles, and we couldn't do anything. And we actually had to give her up because she was bullying the other cats. We had 2 other cats, and they were older, and she would bully them. So we ended up giving her to a cat farm, or where people take care of cats. Now, I doubt that cat's still alive because that was about 20 years ago. Yeah, let's talk about something else. Rest in peace, Alfie. He's over the rainbow. Over the Rainbow Bridge. I don't want to talk about it because we had our first cat and she had cancer and we had to put her down. And that's enough sadness for today. What have you guys been doing? Who lives here that actually has gone through the hell we've been going through this past week? Earthquakes, fires, winds, heat. what's next? Well, death of a cat. Um, I'm gonna probably close it up for today. I'll come back later. I just can't talk right now. I think I'm gonna give my friend a call real quick, talk to him, and I'll come back on later when I feel a little better. Probably in about 2 hours, unless I have an appointment with my doctor who is supposed to call me and he hasn't called yet. Okay, so thanks everyone for coming in and listening to my stories about roller coasters and earthquakes and wind and fires. And thank you, Nicole. And you know what? Chef Capalbo will be on later tonight making meatloaf. So you guys can watch Chef Capalbo make meatloaf. I'm getting thinking about it right now. It's yummy in my tummy. You guys saw my meatball sandwiches. Well, some of you did. They weren't my meatball sandwiches. My brother made them. And yeah. Well, you want my ingredients, watch my video and well, watch Chef Capalbo's video, not mine. Because Chef Capalbo is gonna make it. I just run the camera. Actually my cameraman, that was his cat. So all right, well thanks for everyone for watching. I'm gonna go for right now. I'll come back later. Everyone have a good night.